Welcome back to CCS Sons Workshop. In this video I'm going to show you how I made my very first commissioned piece. It was a custom sized cutting board to fit inside the recess of a customer's sink. Hope you enjoy it, hope you learn something along the way, and hope you have fun. The customer wanted this cutting board made from walnut, hard maple, cherry, and sapele. So I'm cutting those 4 hardwoods down into manageable sizes, and then I'll mill it up on the table saw. The customer wanted 3/4 inch strips of all the 4 hardwoods, so now I'm ripping them all down on the table saw. If you're enjoying this video, I'd love to get a thumbs up from you, and if you're new here, consider hitting that subscribe button. With all the strips cut, it was now time to lay it out and come up with a cool design. Because the total width of the cutting board was going to be wider than the capacity of my planer, I did this in 2 glue ups and then glued the 2 pieces together at the end. As always, plenty of Titebond 3 and plenty of pressure are 2 critical ingredients to a nice cutting board. You will want to make sure you remove as much of the hardened glue as possible before running the planks through your planer. now it was time for the final glue up of the two pieces to make one cutting board. Then using my crosscut sled, I trimmed the board down to its final size and removed all the rough ends. If you're interested in seeing how I made this crosscut sled, I'll include a link to the video above and in the description below. And next comes the sanding process for the cutting board. I started with 80 grit and went through 320 grit. I used a 1/8 inch roundover bit on all the exposed corners just to smoothen them up and soften the edges. I then do a light application of water to all the edges and surfaces of the cutting board, and this prematurely raises the grain of all the surfaces, in which you then sand smooth again. I'm a big fan of walrus oil for all my cutting boards. It's a food-safe finishing oil, so I use that. I apply it very liberally everywhere on all surfaces, let it soak in, and then rub off any excess remaining. And then it was time to package the board up and ship it off to its final home. And the customer sent me this finished picture of the cutting board in place in her sink. They were very happy. I had fun making it, and I'm glad you stuck around till the end. Thanks for watching. Really appreciate it, and we'll see you in the next video. Take care.